Welcome to the Business Wisdom Podcast, where business strategist Clive Enever shares his inner business wisdom with you. Each episode is packed with his experience to help you grow and develop your own business wisdom. Join Clive as he shares his wisdom with you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Clive Enever, and as a business strategist, I help you discover clarity to more easily engage with more of your ideal clients more often. In this episode, let's talk about the various stages of business growth. In the rush and tumble of everyday business, your average this business and that business can seem light years apart. But a study by Harvard Business Review shows that they're not as different as you might think, because all small businesses work through the same 5 stages of business growth, and they face the same challenges during that journey. The key to alleviating the stresses of these different stages is the same for each, and I'll talk about that shortly. The first stage that Harvard Business Review identified is existence. This is the time where our enthusiastic business owner does everything themselves. And as time passes and the business becomes busier, there might be the assistance of a couple of staff who answer directly to our enthusiastic entrepreneur. The key focus at this time is customers. It's all about how to get them, what to offer them, and of course, once you've found them, how to keep them. It's about creating a viable income stream. And of course, many fail at this hurdle, having exhausted their initial capital. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 65% of businesses fail within the first 3 years. It's a frightening number, but it keeps happening. And some of us make it through that first 3 years. Some of us make it past that existence stage. And the next stage is called survival by the Harvard Business Review. At this stage, you've proven you can maintain an existence. A business is in survival stage. And of course, this also is where many people stay. Many businesses just stay in this survival mode. It's a critical time for business, with some beginning to generate additional revenues and some languishing around the break-even point. The latter of these ones tend to use the owner's energy and direction to stay afloat but deliver a minimal return. So at this point in the journey, it's good to ask a question. Can we generate enough return to cover costs, including equipment repair and replacement? Or can we generate enough revenue to grow into something more viable? Now, if we choose the latter of those, we move past survival and we move into success. If we reach the success stage, you're enjoying a good return for your efforts, and now there is a vital decision to be made. Do you sit back and enjoy the income you've built, or do you use the platform you've built for further growth? At this stage, the income should be fairly healthy, and an owner can choose to step away and run the business using staff, or they might enjoy the income and have the lifestyle that they wanted when they started. As I keep saying, the most important thing a business can give a person is a life. And many people, when they get into business, forget about the life that they wanted and allow the business to take over. So here's a good time to be choosing. Do I want to have that life? Do I want to allow somebody else to run the business and have that life? Or they might even sell the business, take a profit, and enjoy the lifestyle of the choice. Another thing they might do, of course, is to consolidate the resources and grow even further. If you choose more growth, now's the time for more planning. Even if you've made it this far, and some do, without a real plan, now's the time for a plan. Really important that we plan what we're going to do so that we understand, 1, are we achieving it, and 2, we have achieved it, so that we can make further decisions. Because in business, it's all about making decisions. And the next stage, Harvard Review called takeoff. And here's where delegation and cash are the key focus areas. Growth is happening at a rapid rate. Chances are you may have acquired debt to tackle the next phase. And this is where our entrepreneur finds that there are different roles to fill because there's an altered business structure. Here, the organisation is often departmentalised and decentralised. Key systems and procedures will require refinement, and often these tasks are delegated to and overseen by managers. The owner may still be intrinsically involved in the business, but is separate from the day-to-day operations. And often the owner will opt to employ a company head to lead the growing enterprise, because many an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur and not necessarily a business leader. And the next stage is maturity. At maturity, a company will be stable, proven, and experienced. It will have certain power and recognition in the market, but will not be without its challenges. The focus now is on maintaining position with an eye on competition, developing technology and continuing to grow market share, and innovation and diversity continue to play key roles at this stage. And again, there's an opportunity here for a business to stagnate, and many do. And they rely on the past instead of recognising future opportunity. If you can maintain the entrepreneurial spirit and flair and the hunger while enjoying this strong position, you have the best chance of prolonged success. But the one thing that is common through each of these 5 stages in the cycles of business is planning. And at the heart of that planning is understanding who your ideal customer is. Because the value of knowing who your ideal customer is cannot be overstated. Identifying your ideal customer speaks to every aspect of your business and what is required to have it survive until the mature stage. And things that knowing your ideal customer speaks to is strategies to attract and retain those customers. It speaks to plans for investment and growth at every stage. It speaks to the implementation of systems and procedures because they need to support that ideal customer. More than support them, it needs to make them comfortable. And there's much, much more to talk to. And all of the things that are required in a business are underpinned and made more simple by knowing precisely who your ideal customer is. As always, as you go about your business, go forward with positive intent, a kind heart, and a generous spirit.
Thanks for joining Clive. Remember to subscribe for more business wisdom. Want to work with Clive? Book a discovery call with him at enevergroup.com.au.